I don't repeat myself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Today we are talking about our boss, our one and only boss, a very madman called Engineer Shudende. He's our boss. We all love him. Yeah, I love him so much that at times he has his up and down, but there's nothing we can do about it, no matter how being your sherry, Toria or me. But when you talk of Engineer Shudende, you are talking of a professional engineer. He's good. I don't know. I know most of us, the three of us seated there, we've had serious encounter with him. Even when he came in as the permanent secretary, he used to call these two people the witch of Laka. Anytime I come to his office, so I'm here with my idea to talk about the PS. My mom. So, do you have anything to share?
I have a lot to share, but
so
let me just...
Ẹgbọ́n ọ̀dọ́ sọ pé Shudende lè fẹ́ pé tẹ́ ẹ fi àdá halẹ̀.
I have a lot to share, but let me just keep it short. My first encounter with him, I see him as a highly principled man, a professional to the core. Actually, we met before he was brought to Office of Urban Development as the permanent secretary. We met at the PMB organized by the Ministry of Works. And I really admired his contributions there.
Yeah, I remember that day. You were at
the PMB too.
He was the only one talking on the other side. He was the only one that saw the situation from another angle
entirely,
that turned the whole table around for those people. Because if he wasn't around that day, I think something else would have happened to all the staff, all the engineers that were called for PMB.
And actually protected the interest of engineers at that PMB.
Yeah.
So later, when he was brought to Office of Urban Development, we met. I saw him as a simple gentleman with his white beard, gentleman look and all that. But then, when work started in earnest,
it's not gentle, and
I realized that.
When you say Shudende is gentle, you are seeing the other side.
He is actually.
When you say 1 + 1 is 3, you stand by that 3 till you kill him. That I can tell you about him. And that's what he will be saying. 1 + 1 is 3. If you like, call 1 + 1 is 2. As long as that is what he believes in, is that 3, and it will take God and for you to tell him the truth to now bend him.
Well,
he love it.
One thing I really admire about him is his professionalism and his understanding, and he respects women. He respects women a lot.
The fine boy.
There was a day he yelled at me. Let me recount this particular day. I went to his office around 6:30 in the evening. I went with my daughter. My daughter was seated at the ante room, and I went inside his office to see him. And when I came outside, my daughter was standing up, was held in her chest like, what happened? I heard a lot of noise from inside, and I said, yes, that's my boss. When he wants something done, he will say it the way it occurs to him then he will now call you back and say, madam, Emma Bino, bí ṣe fẹ́ ṣe tèmi nìyẹn. Ṣó ti yé yín? Emma Bino, oya, ẹ lọ ṣe. And the next minute, he will be laughing with you and everything is okay again. But until you do what he asks you to do, the best way he wants it done. You cannot be friends, so, how that?
Engineer Shudende, let me say he's been my boss way back from Ministry of Housing. That was where I met with him. He only spent 6 months or 1 year before he left to another ministry. I'm not really too sure. But I will say much about him when he became the general manager, Lagos State Building Control Agency. He has this slogan or slang. Gbaye, ẹ̀yin demons, ẹ fẹ́ pa mí. That You can't take from him because he believes we were not doing things right then, and he was trying to put everything to shape. One other thing, let me just tell you my experience with him. Engineer Shudende is a very detailed person, like my ogas have said. Very detailed. If you want you to do something, you must know that you have the solution before you are going to meet with him. The recommendation, what's to be done, and it has to align with the course of the profession. Is a detailed professional, very detailed. I remember 2 or 3 occasions when he was GM Labca then, and I had to meet with him. I met with him on 2 or 3 issues on some site. If you are going to meet Engineer Shudende, myself, I have to fast. I have to pray. I'm telling you, I will have to go into fasting. And I will tell the person that owns the site, please, you have to join me in fasting and praying, because this site, if it says this site is going down, the site is going down. And before going to meet with him, you have to know what to be done by law. It will tell you, you can't change illegality and turn it to legality. So you have to come with the legality. The solution has to be legal. So Engineer Shudende is and one other thing I learned about him is when he was at GM, you know, Labca, it will tell you, if you are working, you have to have the fear of God. He will preach the fear of God, and he wants you to say it the way it is. Say it exactly the way it is. He will tell you, Kilo Shelembe, wa sọ fún mi, má parọ́ kankan about it. Say it exactly the way it is. And he preached the fear of God into us then. I took that away from him then. And one other thing I learned from him. If any contravenor, if you come and report any of his officer, he will ask you, he will give you a date, you will come. And you come with the officer. Both of you will say that I had that experience. When the contravenor came and reported me, he said something that I didn't do. Now said they should ask me to come. I came with my file. I started explaining. He now said, ṣé lẹ́yìn ni ṣe bẹ́ sọ pé ẹ̀kọ́ yọ tọ́ílẹ̀tì lẹ́ ṣe tọ́ílẹ̀tì. Ẹ̀yin lẹ ń figi sínú ilé, ẹ̀yin lẹ change ilẹ̀kùn, iṣẹ́ ló ń ṣe now. She's doing her job. You're actually remodeling this place, and you came to lie against her. And not only me, to other officers too. He actually did that, and I really commended him for that too. He's not really a gentleman. I won't say he's a gentleman because everybody knows him. He's an action man, and he's ready. He always called me and the agency secretary. Àwọn àjẹ́ ẹtú ti dé ẹ̀yin àjẹ́, but he's somebody that is lovable, and I wish him well as a.
I actually don't agree with that. That is not really a gentleman. You see,
he's not a gentleman on job.
On job.
He is also a gentleman. He is like a coconut, hard on the outside.
That is exactly what I want to say.
On the outside,
people believe that it's hard.
Yes.
But there is one thing that people don't understand about him. Even when he shout at you or make a point that he knows that this point that he's making has turned you on the other side, there is this thing in him that he always have a rethink. Yeah. And when he's that rethink, that's when you now start seeing him call you that way. It's not like that. Many a times that he will react, but he has a listening ear.
Yeah,
that's you take it. Yes. But it's just that the first initial gragra, when you see it, you will run away from him for life. Unless he call you back. Yeah. He's our guy, and I'm sitting right beside the 2 demons that he's always talking about now. He's our guy. He's a lovable person.
Yes.
I said that he's like my agent said that we are unlike you. You know, he's a fine boy. Anybody born of a woman will want to have him.
He's a fine man.
Fine man.
He likes women, but he's
a fine guy. Not like us that we have tummy that we tummy figure. He's fit.
Yes.
He's fit to the cause.
And even at the stage, he's taking good care of himself. And I want to emulate him on that.
It's very prayerful.
Yes.
I remember there when we were going for this walk, the first time I saw him at the walk, I just realized that and he did the Balogun walk. Èmi tí mo yọkùn mo kàn ra mú roundabout town mi níbi mo lọ jókòó síbi tó ti ta meat pie nígbà tó ń padà bọ̀ mo join wọn ó kàn wò mí báyìí pé ìwọ bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ò tèrè nǹkan. But any other time there is one thing about him, he always protect his self. Yeah. But he will crucify you in your face, then you will not take the fire unless you have done it to the extreme. Yes. Then you know that you are in for it. And that's when you now start writing. He knows how to write. He will write and finish. By the time you see the first letter and the second, I remember when he gave me a query. He wrote a query for me and I responded and I said, okay, so Mokoni. They send another one to me. If not that one, okay, admin, give him another one. Nígbà tó yá làwọn ọmọ pé mi ibi tí mo ń lọ yìí ẹ máa jọ wo ni ẹ̀gbọ́n kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣe bí ó yẹ kẹ́ pè mí ni èmi ní kí n pè ẹ́ ìdípa jẹ́ bí àbí okay àbófígbò mọ̀wé kọ́ ni jẹ́ ká máa kọ́ ní ìṣó àmàkó civil service role is that type of a person. Once he has taken it as been jẹ́ fi sílẹ̀ you will see it, but when he's there that he wants to pull the rice and beans gbàgbé o ó máa di tàbí ókè àná he is that a person, but very lovely person. Lovely person, and people don't take time to only understand him. He wants things done most of the time in his own way, and that is where he always has these mixed feelings about people and everything. And apart from that, he's a jolly good fellow, a very composed. In short, it took me time before I realized that he's a Muslim. Yes.
And I've been working with. Sorry, sir. Service is going to miss him. The Lagos State Public Service is going to miss him because he's astute, he's intelligent, he's brave, he doesn't mince words, he has conscience, he's compassionate, he's generous to some level. I've not really experienced that generous part, but people really do say he's generous. And he has kind words. If you are doing something right, he will compliment you. He will yes, he will tell you are doing right to encourage you.
I used to tell her, if I bring your fire, come and discuss. That is number one problem. You must discuss. Come and teach me. Yes. And you can teach him 3 times and go and write the memo many times.
He has those words.
He has I'm here to learn. No, you will learn me, and I want to unlearn. I want to unlearn and relearn. That is when he now knows where your problems are. Yes, then he now start, that statement will now be using it against you. You will be thinking you are teaching. You know that he's looking for a way to crucify you. He's a bad man. He is a bad dog that I have. I've known him since when I was in primary school, because I went to Yabamode Primary School. There is one program that was flying on the social media that I saw some couple of years back about a guy that sat on the fence and they were playing football and somebody hit the what do you call it, the ball on the guy, and the guy fell down. That was one of the things that I used to remember about showing there when we used to play at Palinti Field and at this school by a field by Yabamode. He took a shot from the center of the field. Somebody was gossiping and he just hit the boy on the head and then down into gutter. So anytime I just see him, I just laugh until I saw another episode of that particular act. And I go and say, Oga, I don't think about it. But all in all, he's a lovely guy, jolly good fellow, understanding. Only that when he makes up his mind that he's not going to agree, go and start reciting Fatiha and look for God.
Prayer and fasting, like I earlier said, before you can change his mind and convince him.
Thank you.
Well,
I wish him, we all, the entire Lapa, wish him long life, good health, and to enjoy his retirement. With good health and lot of fun, and he's going to retire to be a grandpa and grandpa. So we wish him the best. Thank you very much.
Yes, Engineer Shulende, as you are going to retire, I wish you good health. I wish you long life. And I pray that you will enjoy the labor of your hands, because I know you've actually labored to Lagos State government. And as you go forth, God will go with you. He will answer all your prayers and fulfill all your heart's desires. God bless you more.
Engineer Shulende, as you retire today, I pray that God preserve you. You retire into good health. You retire into wealth. You retire into prosperity. You shall see your children's children and be happy. The most important thing in life is to be happy. You are a good man. You are a God-fearing man. And I pray that God Almighty will multiply you in all areas. Happy retirement.
So just say, Shodi Baba.
Shodi.
Shodi Baba.
Shodi, like you already calling.